No problem. Is it a Zoom link or No, just a YouTube link. All I gotta have is access to YouTube. Yep. Okay, give me a minute. No problem. I'll log on. No problem. And then we'll be on the phone as well, or we'll just be on the phone talk. You'll be able to see your house live, and you'll tell me what you want, and I'll do it, and we'll talk about it. It's pretty easy. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Let me log on. No problem. So how are you guys in Corona, right? Or no, actually, my last name is Corona, and then I actually live here in the city of Orange. Okay, city of what? Say it again. City of Orange, Orange County. All right. Okay. Yeah, but I travel quite a bit. I mean, last week I was in Arizona. Next week I'm in San Diego. Oh wow, you're all over. Yeah, I have a business partner. My sister-in-law, it's a family business, so my sister-in-law works with me. She's my business partner, and now my daughter is working with me. So. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, we really. Okay, I'm moving up. That's good. I knew kind of it was virtual. I was not sure it was like virtual all the time. Okay, I see it. I'm all right. Okay, perfect. So you should be able to see, again, there's just a hair lag, but not much from what I do to what you do. So you can see your house there. And then really you start telling me the biggest thing, excuse me. First things first, where is the gas and electric meter on your house? It's on the wider side, on the side, yeah. On the right side. If I'm facing the house, it's on the right side. Yeah, it should be right there next to the white side on the driveway. Perfect. Okay, got that. That's really the biggest thing I needed. Then it's really what kind of pool do you want? Do you want a square pool? Do you want a round, freeform shaped pool? What would you like? We are getting a freeform shaped pool. Gotcha. Okay. And then and the dimensions that you want. So usually Dave's pools is it going to be a rock pool or just a nice, different pool? No rock pool. Very simple pebble test. Got you. Salt water pool, freeform. I'm sure you can see on the Google Earth. Yeah, we got. Yep. Putting green on the half side and the other half is concrete right now. Now, so what's your handicap? My handicap is 9. 9. I don't have one because I don't golf enough, but that's pretty darn good. So wow. I like to dive, and I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 20 years, so that's my hobbies. Wow. Yeah, little bit of golf though. It's very hard though. Okay, so we're gonna keep the green there, and then are you gonna keep the patio cover too? Yes, keeping the patio cover, keeping the green. Gotcha. So maybe gotcha. So then we want to go ahead and put the pool in the other side. So, and my question is, do you want, so free-formed, the setbacks there for Riverside are 5 feet. So the pool water line can't be closer than 5 foot. And then I imagine we put the equipment, the pool equipment over by the AC units, if I'm assuming. Right. Okay, no problem. That's right. Pool equipment go right next to the AC units behind those. And then on the pool itself, so basically I think we're going to do freeform pool, maybe a 7-foot spa. Usually Dave's spas are 7 foot. And let's pull out a 7-foot spa here. This is just the way of the future. Yeah, I'm okay with a 6-feet spa. I'm okay with, because just like 4 of us or 5 at the most that will be in the spa. Yeah. I'd rather have more pool space than the spa space. Gotcha. So, the only thing I'll say is from doing this so much, 6 foot is you might feel a little crowded. That's all. But I always tell everyone I am never going to swim in your pool. So I just give you my 2 cents and then I shut up. So What is crowded? Like how many people are crowded? So in a 7-foot spa, you can get 6 people comfortably, 8 if you're good friends. Right? Okay. So if you want, if in a 6-person spot, actually, you can get maybe even 4 people seems a little crowded.
Really?
Yeah. But you can get it again to me, but I'm 6 foot and I'm 220. So I'm a little wider than most people. So again, 6 foot's going to be fine, but I always tell people you're going to do this once. And if you put in a 6 foot spot and you go, gosh, because it's really going to only impact the pool a foot. You're not really going to get, you're not going to get so much more pool, and it's not going to cost you any more between a 6 and a 7 foot spot.
Makes sense. Okay, then let's keep it at 7.
Yeah, just again, always just give everybody there. Again, so my background is
your house.
Yeah. So
I'll come to your house and then use your spot.
Yeah. Yeah, again, like I said, me and Dave both have pool builders licenses. We're both expert in all this engineering, and we both love design. Okay, so I got a 7 foot round spa, and then do you want the spa closer to the patio cover in the house, or do you want it opposite? Do you have a preference? Do you just want me to draw something and have you look at it?
Yeah, so I want it to be near the center of the house, next to the putting green.
Got you.
The back wall.
Got you. Okay.
So that would be the focal point when you come out from the slider.
Right.
You come out, you can see the spot right dead center in the back.
Yep, right there.
Free-form pool towards the patio goes wrapped around, and you see the big gap on the right side of the house.
Yep.
You know, next to the patio with the AC and all that out.
Yep.
That's where I'll do a little bit indent to have a bar step right there.
Okay, no problem.
That's where the bar step will wrap around. Then on the left corner, on the another corner, the back corner, I have a little bit raised for a little sitting area for like 2 or 3 chairs. You know, nothing much, just like a raised thing.
Gotcha. So in the corner, you want to be able to walk around the pool.
Yes, I want it to be walk around the pool on all sides.
No problem.
Yeah.
So
it maybe not. It doesn't have to be important to walk on from between the spa and the raised sitting area on the back side.
Right. Well, the nice thing about the nice thing about the 3D is you can look at it and then go, okay, change it. That's why we do it like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's just way, and again, been doing what they. I think.
I could have drawn it. I could have taken out.
No, it's really again. I do. It's so easy again from doing this so much, Ruby. It's just so easy. Like you can see, I'm just doing the green real quick, and then I'll do the pool just so because it's nice to see it all real quick. But again, we don't never know, and we literally how busy it is. And again, I've been doing this so long. It's just best if I just do it live like this, and we're done. Like again, an hour, like by at the latest, because you know what you want. You're like me. You know, a lot of people don't know what they want. So I spend a lot of time trying to figure out what they want. And then I'm like, oh, they're like, okay, yeah, now you know what you want. I'm not going to mess around. It's real easy. All right. So now I can just go ahead and bang out the pool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that spa as close to the property line as I can. So you'd have so we have 5 foot, so we can push that spa back and actually get it right to the, again, you want a little space to walk between that and the green. And you don't want, you probably don't want to mess, you want to keep your green as intact as you can.
Yeah, so pretty penny on the green.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space on the concrete. I had another pool contract come in. Oh, put in the middle, get to the green. I'm like, no, there's a lot of concrete on this side. I don't want.
Yeah. That's how I.
You know, it's a nice sitting area. It's just when, you know, I have little kids, so when you function, they just stay on that putting green a lot. So
that's how I started. I actually used to have a bobcat company in Arizona. But when the greens came out, man, I was digging pools like there was no tomorrow. I mean, digging greens and stuff. So I'm gonna do this, and then you go, okay, I like it, I don't like it, because it's again like it's so fast.
Right.
And again, we can even go. And again, usually Dave's pools, he should have quoted you something.
You would have done like a Zoom screen share or something.
I haven't, I just haven't because I'm so busy. I haven't. I can do that, and I will probably. Now that you said that, that's everybody wants. I just don't know if it's as fast as the YouTube. The other reason that I do it like this for the YouTube, that again, is that now you have a video forever that you can go back to and see. So you get a free video because all you got to do is go back to this link, and it's there. So if I do a Zoom or something like that, then you got to upload the video and blah 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 blah. So this seems to me to be a little better of a way.
Okay.
But yeah. And again, you're.
No, I'm talking about like for the design part, while you're designing it, so I can give you feedback, like instant feedback.
Oh yeah, well yeah. It's the problem. The problem I've noticed is the computer can only take so much. So if I add another video to my $5,000 computer, it goes, "What are you doing to me?" It gets a little bit. It gets a little bit hairy. So that was the. Now, oops, why does that do it? Oh, because we're. All right. Interesting. Okay. So I don't know if you like. So it's nice to go to 3D instantly. And I don't know what colors you're gonna want. We'll make the green in there so you can see it.
Oh, I can see. Okay, I see what you're saying. It's a light. So I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, I thought it was just a link. Of course, this is a light bulb. Okay, I see you designing it.
So I don't know if you like that shape, or if you want. That's kind of a free form. That's right there. That is that's 29 feet. And we can have the sitting area in the back, probably maybe a bigger sitting area back there. Do you want how many chairs do you want to have back? Because this back area right now, if I go to the corner, that'd be 12. And I can shape the pool so that you have a little more space back there. It's how many people do you want to have back in that corner?
In this corner?
Right. Like three, you want like kind of three chairs or 3 lounge chairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 or 3, that's it. That's just enough for because no one's going to sit down there. It's like far away. 2 chairs here. Now, can the spa be pushed to more left towards the 5 feet? That's near the putting green area?
Yeah, no problem. You can go about. The closest that I would recommend you get to that putting green would be about 3 foot.
Okay, that's perfect.
And then that leaves him 2 foot. Yeah, and then he can get the pipes in there, and then again. But Dave's going to be on site, and he'll make sure they don't mess with your green.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and change the pool. Now, you must be doing a lot of Zoom meetings. I don't know what you do for work, but a lot of people are using that now.
Yeah, I can use Zoom, Skype. I'm a tech guy, so I know stuff too a little bit.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I like to have light curves. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. So lighter
curves.
No problem.
Not sharp, not heavy curves. I want to maximize the water volume.
Got you. No problem.
If you know what I mean.
I do.
That's perfect. Also, I'm thinking where on the right corner, where 5.7, 9.9 feet, 10 inches, I want to have like a little plant area right there. You know what that curve that you can add a pygmy palm or something?
Yeah, no problem. So the 9.10 there.
Yeah, right in right there to add that pygmy palm, so at least have some green next to the pool.
No problem. That's the water line. That's what we can do.
Yeah, something light. Nothing has to be just enough for a palm to go
just
in,
something in there, yeah. Actually getting a pretty big pool in there. I mean, literally.
Now we have finished that, then I'll tell you something else.
Go ahead. Go. Yeah, I can do two things at once. Go ahead.
And I want to maximize the left side. I can have pool more down. The left next to there's a big gap next to the concrete on the left.
No problem.
Green and this one right here where the mouth is right now, 8.3 area and all that.
Yeah. So my question would be, let's see here. But you really, let me show you how big we can get. I mean, so just so you can see it.
Sure.
Like literally I can go, you really want to maximize. I mean, I can do a big curve like that if you want, if you don't really want any curve at all. Because I can get right, again, that post is right there, so we might want to add just a little bit of, you got plenty of other space. That's, let me do something a little nice.
Why we have to get a curve? Why we cannot go a little bit less straight down, like slight curve? Yeah, exactly. And then curve it right. Yeah, a little bit up. I still want to have like about, from the post, I want to have about 4.5 feet.
No problem. Let me just check on Google here because she didn't. Let me see here. I want to just check the post where the post is because we can see everything from Google, which is awesome.
Sure. Between the post and the pool, we need to have 4.5. I would need place to split to. I want to put a pool fence there, right? Oh, 5 would be good. We're going to push the pool all the way in the back. It's just like 18 to 20 feet. Okay, but that's when the pool is, but only sometimes that. You don't put a fence right on the edge of the pool. You need to have, but the fence will always stay there, right, Bobby? So when people go inside the fence, they get to use the pool and all that.
Yeah, you need to have a little bit of space. At least my 2 cents would be have a little bit of space because that pool can't go. The fence can't go right on the edge of the pool. It's got to go on the outside. So you have a foot of structure or coping on the pool.
Right.
So so again, 4 foot would be like, and again, so you can put, so that 4 foot is the edge of the coping. So you could actually put a post, say a foot, 1'6" away from where the line of the pool is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a flexible fence, one of those things.
They're worth their weight in gold. They're really worth their weight in gold. They're good. They're a good.
Like a 5-year-old and 7-year-old.
Yeah, well, and again, nothing beats watching your kids because they will. Again, it just doesn't take much for them.
Because once they're inside, they can just stay inside. The goal is to just because they're using the food, we don't want to take the fence off.
Right.
So only this dysfunction or something.
All right, so we're pretty. That's about 4 foot.
Okay.
And that pool ends up being that's 30'6" by the widest point. You can still get 3 cheers up there, no problem.
Okay.
Maybe want to tuck that in a little bit. Let's see. Let me put the deck in there and you can see it. Oops. And do you want a little bit of planter behind that area?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go straight down.
Actually, on that area, what I'm planning on doing is I'm adding one of those patio fences, like a decorative.
So patio. I'm trying to think what kind of fence.
Corners don't need a fence. On the corner, right corner. Just put the seat, and then I'll have a patio fence, like a wooden fence, which is decorative one. Kind of feels like a cabana kind of a fence, in the back.
Gotcha.
But on the right side, I'll have kind of like a wall, like a green landscaping.
So you want a little bit of landscape in between.
Yeah, I want to have the back landscape and the right side landscape. Right behind the concrete part, behind the corner, yeah. Oh, yeah. Behind the corner, I want to have just dirt for a really nice bowl. Do we ask the opinion? Do we want to have something there? Would it look odd if there's nothing behind that small deck, or is it good to have a little cutout where we can plant something?
I would probably tell you to leave yourself a little bit of space. Just to get what I would say, nothing up against the fence. Nothing up against the fence. And then because we'll have that little bit of palm there. And then which will
like a little cutout, like a dirt, we can just plant something.
Yeah.
Create that shape in the right corner, top right corner. Just look very concrete-ish on that hand, huh?
Yeah. Well, again, I think that's why you're trying to break up, and I'm just trying to break up so here he's talking about having a little palm here. Like, so what you do is you have just a little bit of a
palm right there. Grass, little greenery that is controlled in a small space.
Right. And again, you're gonna lay this out. Like I tell everyone, when you do a pool, you're gonna actually lay this out. And you tell me if that's enough space back there. So now that we've done the concrete. Whoa, we're way far away. Where we go? Woo. And this must be your wife. Yes. Hi.
I'm my neighbor.
Your neighbor. Your neighbor?
Yeah, I'm just here for fun. My wife is at work.
Oh, your wife. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's Yeah. Well, I'm also a professional marriage counselor, Rupi.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years, but I only give one piece of advice, and that's just do what she says.
Your image is a little blurry on the YouTube.
Is it? Oh, let's see here.
The resolution of something.
It might just need to catch up there. There it goes a little better.
Okay. Probably the rendering.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send you pictures afterwards. It's just we're kind of still limited. So there's just
everything looks flat, but that's not obviously flat at this point, right? The back will have an up and down much for the concrete end.
Right, that's the question. Do you want to raise do you want to upper deck? So the deck that's
right there on the top right corner, I want to have a little upper deck.
Right. So basically the way now we do this, yeah. So you probably that whole
we weren't really sure how to do it, how would it end, how would it go to the other side.
Right, yeah.
We make a smooth transition so it doesn't look like it just kind of abruptly goes to the planter.
Well, your neighbor sounds just like your wife.
Yes. Because the back is sloped to the front, so there's a height there. If you don't put a step there, it'll be the pool would be a lot lower, and then we have to.
Yeah. So what's the elevation difference on the backside there?
I would say like 2 feet.
2 feet, okay. So we probably so we probably want to raise it up 2 feet, or at least 18 inches. I would say at least 18 inches you can get away with, and then you can grade it.
Yeah, we don't want too high. We just want one step up and just be there.
Yeah, well, one step, I would say 2 steps, because one step might not be enough. I would say at least 1 foot. And then that would actually be, let me show you, because it's already done. It's really easy. And then I have the spa raised up 18 inches.
Yeah, spa is 18 inches, not too high, just 1 or 2 steps to the south spa. I don't want more than 2 steps, basically.
No problem. Yeah, and then we'll stay at 1 foot.
And then a little bed on the right side corner too for landscaping. Right against the fence, like a little bed for landscaping. Same as the other side. So the other side is walking area. There's no walking area, so it's pretty much.
Yeah, it really depends when it comes to that how much. And again, you can see it, and then I can either push the pool because you lose pool space. Although you only need, I can make a planter there, and it won't hurt. You just won't. Again, you'll have basically, I would say 3 foot. If you go a 1 foot planter, you gotta have 4 foot of walking space with the pool, and you can still get something. If you want something bigger, then you go 18 inches.
We're probably we don't want anything too. We just want enough to add a little privacy. We're not, trying to put fruit trees or any.
Yeah, then we can just go a foot. We can just go a foot, and you still have 4. And again, right now you can see it. It's that easy. Boom.
So I'm talking, talking about on the right side, right?
Yes.
On the top deck, I would put a cabana kind of a backdrop, right? So the brown wood would not even show. This cabana there, and maybe some kind of a small palm or queen or something on the corner. But on the right side, below the steps, instead of all concrete, I want to have a little bed. So I want to cover this side, the fence with a lot of green.
Yeah.
Green landscaping.
Yeah. So what you want to? Yeah. So what you want to do is this. So what we want to do is. Well, this step, let's keep this like that because you want that step to stay there. We'll just put you green. We'll put you green here. If it's me, this is how I would do it.
Round it a little bit, yeah.
And then this back here, I just go ahead because I got plants. It's a nice program that we have here.
And that'll help visualize.
Yeah, but as soon as I put this, so you can see now that area is raised up a foot. Oops. And then we'll start throwing. Well, I'll throw the plants in there so you can see, and then we can deal with the depths of the pool, where you want the steps and all that other stuff.
Okay.
But here's what I would say, just so you can see it. So you can see your chairs.
Oh yeah, that gives a little dimension.
Yeah, you gotta. So you can get 3 chairs up there. You'd be able to yell at the kids and tell them stop being idiots.
And they can jump in from there,
Nah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. And then what we do here is, let me just throw some. Again, if it's me, do you want to throw a queen palm behind there? And then you can throw, if you want to throw some stuff, just some greenery, just some stuff, you don't got to go crazy. Just so you don't look at that fence so much.
Yeah, plants that go vertical and sideways.
Yeah, and then here, you can do a palm there. I'm going to tell you probably don't want to do a palm in this little space. It's like just trying to get back and forth there, because it's a little tight unless you want to make that. You can do a small palm, but again, the kids end up, you can do a small palm there, and again.
Now that we have the bushes in the back, what do you advise? I mean, I know it's nice, but I mean, maybe the palm that's pictured there is a little wide, but
right.
What is your professional opinion? Do you think when you're looking at different angles, it adds some kind of depth? or is it just gonna get in the way for kids because they're running back and forth?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you just. Yeah, my opinion is just get rid of the palm there, and just do the greenery behind it. Yeah.
Remember, you think more space back there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. That's fine.
Get in the way.
Yeah, you can put if you put some vines up there and a few plants, you it really helps. It breaks it up more than that palm there. You're just gonna have a problem with that little palm there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a green. Fence will be all green.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can remove it. I think it's just
remove that one. Yeah.
It's gonna be a distraction for the kids anyway. Less space for them to run around that concrete.
Yeah, that's the other reason. Like again, if you notice on the steps, so when you're going up those steps, you really don't want any plants there because they'll just get you want a little bit of walkway coming around. It's not gonna and then if you want to, like I said, you got enough space there that on the backside here, you can go ahead and we can widen this up a little bit. Just give you a little bit of space, and then you can throw.
Which one, like you mean this side right here on the from the
and then
the raise to the bar?
Yeah. Just I don't know how much space we have.
How much space do we have in the back so we can walk from the deck to the bar?
Is there a space that's possible there?
So we're right here. So right now we're we're about 2 foot. Let me just put one of these chairs so you can really see. If I put a chair over there.
So if you have the coping, maybe just to add a little bit of walking area next on the coping, concrete, I don't know.
Yeah, on the backside, if you wanted to, you could just add another 6 inches or a foot. Here, because you got plenty of. Again, I can't get the pool any closer, the water line, but we can add concrete, no problem.
Yeah, we can get a concrete going from the backside to the spa, and one step up to the spa.
It's almost like we're trying to add a transition, right, from the other side of the deck.
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, I would go ahead and just add 2 foot of concrete on the backside of that pool, and then put plants behind it, and then and just a step up behind the spa.
Okay.
Let me show.
I think it would add that flow.
Yeah. Well, again, you'd use it if you got kids, you're gonna use it. I got kids.
Yeah. Well, kids don't. You're just running on the coping, even though I have friends with houses. The coping is right up against the fence.
Yep.
As much they still run on the coping. I'm like, well, you don't want them falling in the bushes.
Yeah. It's just again, my 2 cents is go ahead and put a little like right here. We can add a little. Again, I'm just doing this because you're gonna have plants there, and the kids will know. Exactly. You just all they need is just a little bit more room, so they just don't knock their heads.
Yeah, safety is important, and as long as if it's going to be good design and aesthetically pleasing. So, and linear lines is good, clean lines is really important to me. So.
So we need to get rid of all the bushes.
No, just driving. I think because it's olive oil is on that. That's okay.
I think your screen is clear, but maybe because if I.
So then you got a little bit of walkway there,
right,
on the backside, and you can still get plenty of plants. You get palms, you get some small palms in there.
And then the walkway is high enough that you don't even need a step to go inside the spa, right?
No, you're fine. Just to, like I said, that's if it's me, you're gonna do a bunch of just to give you something to look at.
Just for the perspective.
Just for the perspective. And again, the kids can jump off that,
Right.
So now it's really, from there, what depths do you want the pool? How deep? Where do you want the Baja shelf? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the Baja step would be on the right side where the nook is towards,
right where the palm was going to be.
No, bottom right.
The bottom right.
Yeah, bottom right. That's where we want the Baja step to be. The one that's protruding out. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's like a nice wide area. Kids can play on the bottom right. This area,
yeah,
empty area right there on concrete.
So normally we like to start, like 6 or 7 feet wide. 7 foot, you can get a nice big lounge chair on there.
Okay.
And then if it's me, again, it really depends on how much of the pool you want to take up. Because I'll do something like this. And then you don't need but one step on each side. Get in. If you're doing a Baja shelf. And then that gives you it gives you more pool for the kids to play in. And then, so you want that to be the shallow end. You want that to be 3.5 feet, and the other end to be 6, or do you want 6 over by the chairs?
Yeah, that's what. We want like 5.5 feet deep.
Okay.
And then 2 shallow on left and right, kind of like just middle part to be deep, and then maybe front side. Funny side to be deep? Shallow. Funny side to be shallow, yeah. Funny side to be shallow, and this Baja side shallow. Around the back there, it could be deep. Yeah, back could be deep.
Yeah, that's what I would say is this part, this over here, over the deep, because you'll be able to see it in a second, but I just make that.
Yeah, because, if it's high anyway, it's jump, it's this deep anyway.
Right, so here you go. Oops, let's get rid of this light here.
Which step are you talking? The Baja step is one in the corner right there. And one corner right there. That'll fit 2 chairs right there. He's maximizing the pool space.
No one's going to be in that corner of the pool.
On that corner? No. You mean make the Baja step all the way come more in? Yeah.
So do you want the Baja shelf to go toward the patio cover post or the other way?
Do the other way.
The other way, yeah. Why not? I'm gonna tell you, it's a good.
Everyone sits there and kids just play there and chat there. So
oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get more use. You're gonna get more use out of that Baja shelf than anything else.
Exactly, and so I don't want to make that small, and then no one can actually sit there, adults and kids together.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger there.
Yeah,
that's better. And then you have one little step going that takes you into the Baja.
Yeah, you want one little step. Yeah, you don't need a big one. You just need it, because honestly, they're kind of like they're just yeah.
Can I have one on the other side too, or
Yeah, no problem. It's kind of a big step, so I think that's not a bad idea. It wasn't my idea, so I have a problem with it, but I'll be all right. Yeah, then you got two. You can kind of get in one. And again, it's nice because then you can lounge up here up against the side. You know, if you got someone. Again, I've been using, yeah.
Does this require one or two umbrella holders?
I would tell you to put two in there, and again, we don't put them on the plans. Dave will be there like the day of plaster. So the way a pool works is there's 9 different phases. You're going to dig it. You're going to put the steel reinforcing. You're going to do the plumbing. You're going to do the electrical. Then they're going to do the gunite. Then they've got the decking, the tile, and then the plaster along with all the equipment. The last day they do the plaster, they actually, all the plumbing, the fittings that go in the pool, they jackhammer those out and they put the fittings on, they put the jets on, and then that day they put in the umbrella pins. And they jackhammer it in and they set them in the wet cement. And then they plaster the whole pool. But I'll put umbrellas in there so you can see how much they cover.
Okay.
Yeah, that area gets a lot of sun probably throughout the day because there's no house blocking that area. So I anticipate I'll be sitting there watching the kids most of the time. So
well, it is probably where you're at, like this, somewhere like that, watching the kids. Yeah, again, they did a really good.
That's good. It helps you see how many people can sit there.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of people.
Okay.
So I mean, again, there's the kids.
Oh yeah, that helps.
Yeah. And then again, and then umbrella wise, you guys you have a choice: blue, red, or green. What would you like?
Blue.
Why is everyone picks blue? It's just amazing to me.
I know, right?
So you can easily you can just get 2 in there, no problem. And then that whole thing will be covered. So you're not just frying from the sun. And then it's really from here, do you want to have, again, if it's me, you probably want to have a step over by the step over here in this semi-deep area. So the kids can get in and out there. And then you probably want one over by the spa. I would do one all the way around the spa. Just kind of.
What do you mean by all the way around the spa?
Let me show you.
Oh, okay.
What we like about, I don't even have to erase anymore. I just, and the steps are usually, we do them 14 inch.
That's just to sit on, right? When people can lounge
exactly,
yeah.
Yeah, the kids you don't want the kids to freak out, even though it's only 5.5 feet, they like a place, like if they're the little kids, so they can, they're not panicking and,
Yeah, we actually want, those steps in a few different areas because what we find is that's really, especially if it's a deep area, no one's going to go there unless there's some refuge. Someone's going to chill, hold on to, or to sit down. So we'd like to put it in a few different areas where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, it's under the spa.
Yeah, because to me, again, if you're going to have a spa, so you go like this. Yeah, because you're gonna have a little step right there in the corner, so people can get into the pool from there too.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
we wanted. Two places.
Yeah, but it makes sense to have it.
One from the bar, and then one from the patio side to the center. For the green, so people can get in.
But there's a 1 step and a 2 step potentially there.
What it is it's a 1 step, and then what you end up having is a bench that you sit on.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, so you can see it here. And just let me just move this over. Oops. So you kind of, and this is oh, let's do true shadows. This program actually does today with the exact sunlight. So that's today. If your pool were built today.
Okay.
So that's exact. So that's, you know, if we go to the longest day of the year, which is the 21st. There's the 21st. That's as much sun as you're going to get. But you can see then you can get into the spa, and the kids have a kind of, you know, a nice place to sit, and you can watch them, and you could put more in. I just don't know where else you'd put them. Again, you can put one more up against that wall, but I don't think so. The kids are going to be jumping off that back wall.
Can we put it? You already have one under the deck there, right?
Yeah.
Is that the standard size for that?
Yeah, they're usually, you know, 5 to 6 feet and 14 inches wide.
Okay, and what is the one that you put in? 5.5 or 6 feet?
This one is just a little over 6 foot. I made it a little bit longer because it's underneath. Yeah.
So I just think it's a good area, and not walking too much and by the steps, which is perfect.
Right. Yeah, because the kids. Yeah, the kids are gonna go over here so they don't have to, so they can get out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 steps, 1 Baja shell. Okay.
So the shallow areas are on the left side, and then the deep areas.
Correct. Why am I? Oops, hold on a second here. This just gives you a better.
So what is the swimming circumference? Or 25 feet, 30 feet?
This is, let me do here. The pool is 30'6" long by 28 feet wide. It is, and then the actual data on the pool is it's it's 92 perimeter, 93 perimeter foot, and it's a little more square footage than a normal pool. Normal pools are about 450. This is about almost 600. So,
okay.
But again, Dave's pretty fair with his pricing. He's not gonna. I don't know when you guys discussed. He probably had I don't know what size pool he had, 30 by 16 or 17 or 18.
30 by 18 is kind of ballpark.
Yeah, so pretty again. Again, it's a little bit bigger, so he'll. But again, once I get the plan done, I send it over to him next week, and then he'll give you a call and go, hey, you know, this is the price. You know, maybe a little bit of adjustment, but it's. I don't know if it was 32 or. If you have his contract in front of you, want to go through it with me, I don't mind, because I can kind of give you a ballpark of what if there is going to be additional cost. Because I do this so much with him.
Any changes, what do you think?
I'd like to just ask you, you know, just kind of give you a background. You know, we're hoping to have this pool stay in this house for a good 10 years, right?
Yeah.
The kids are young right now.
Yes.
And you know, we haven't had a pool, we never had friends and family with pools, so I don't want to be short-sighted on things. And so I would lean on you to help us think the long term. If, you know, kids get older, you know, I have a nephew is 19 years old, the height of my husband, he's 6'2", my husband's 6'2". So, you know, again, we're looking at a kid-friendly pool, obviously, and to keep it safe.
Right.
But I don't want to think like a couple of years from now, oh, maybe we should have thought a little differently or done anything differently. So I just want to put it out there for you to feel free to.
Yeah. So yeah, this is probably the biggest question I get from people, and so there's pros and cons. So I personally don't like. First, I like the Baja shelves. They're probably the most. Yeah. So you got a big one. That's what I really recommend. Number one. Number two, Joe with the bigger spa. You guys already did that. So that's, you know, when I talked to Ruby, you know, go with the bigger spa, which is kind of standard size. And if you go smaller, like you'd regret it. And then it goes to the depth. I don't like a deep pool because people don't play in the deep part of the pool. They play in the shallow part of the pool. So later on, like again, the kids get older, like, oh, we wish I had a deeper pool because we could dive. Well, you really can't feel a pool dive-wise until you go 8 feet. And even then, you just don't get, you give up so much shallow area. So my 2 cents is keep the pool shallow like you have it, and you'll get more use out of it than going with a deep pool. Everything else you got is gonna, stand the test of time. You want to go with the Pebble product, not so much Pebble Tech, which is a brand name and it's more expensive, but the Pebble, you want to, if you use the Pebble product and you go with the salt system, which makes chlorine, it's still a chlorinated pool. You're basically as maintenance free as you can go. And you'll never have to, what you don't want to do is 20 years from now, you probably won't have to replaster that pool because Pebble Tech's lasting forever. So what goes bad on a pool is the plaster. And then people depending on, and if you use a regular chlorinated system, depending on the pool guy, he can ruin your plaster. He can even ruin that pebble. The salt systems kind of keep it very even, and they're not as hard on the pools. So that's it. You want to go. The other thing is, the LED lights I like just because you're spending a bunch of money already. You might as well spend a little bit more and get something that's really nice. And then I like the automated controls just because then you can control everything from your phone. That's it. But besides that, that's about it. The only other thing you might want to add is, do you want to spend, when you start, I don't know if you guys talked about putting water features on that raised wall with Dave. It adds cost. It usually costs a couple $1,000 more because you got a pump, you got the plumbing, and then you got the fixtures themselves.
So he's throwing into two
water features. Okay, let's throw those in. Then he's already got them in there.
Yeah, we put them on that back wall then, right?
Yeah.
He included that already. He included all of those items you just mentioned as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people end up going for.
Yep.
We just didn't want a too high spa, but some people have seen it's like 2 feet high. Higher than the pool is like a big wall of, you can take like 4 steps to go up in the spa.
I think I have the spa raised 18 inches, and the reason is if you have it higher than that, it's not very comfortable to get in it. So if you raise the spa 18 inches, you just sit your butt down and you kick your legs over, and then you also gain a seat because you don't really need you don't need a little step in the spa, which I hate because you lose a space to sit. So. And there, I just put in the water features. You'll be able to see those here in a second.
No, we don't need too many those sitting areas.
No. Can you? You have one under the seating area, right? I was hoping maybe we can put them both on that back wall.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Is that possible? Or
yep.
Again, it's my linear, line thing. No, if that one where it is and the other one actually. So you're putting it. Okay, so that's what I'm asking. You're putting it near the seating area,
right?
Versus against that back wall.
Yeah, you can. You can do it. It's just really where you can put this one here, or it's just really arbitrary until you tell me what you like. So if you like again, if you're like this one,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, 1, 2 is just the back.
Just on the back wall.
On the back wall, yeah.
Yeah.
My computer's having a good time with me here. Yeah, we'll put them in those little coves. And then that kind of, now you have, when you're out, when you're looking through the house, you got the spa and you got.
I think the seating is already going to have its own seats and cushions and umbrella. Okay, yeah.
Now, the shallow part on the left side, is that 4.5 or 4 feet? And on the right side, how does that work?
No, basically all the way across, basically at the edge of the pool, it's basically 3.5. And then it goes down. It's going to go where she's at with the ball. It's probably about 4. And then it goes down to 5.5. So all up against this back wall, except right next to the spa, it's, 5.5 right there. But that's half that pool.
The spa is kind of
So the
seating area.
So the front is all like, so
Three.
most of the front is somewhere between 3.5 and 4.5, or
3.5 and a 4. Yes.
Okay.
So one thing that we had talked about was they were saying, one side you can kind of make 3.5, and one side you can make 4.5. Just because, as the kids get older, it gives them a little bit
Right.
of space to have more water covering them. Again, our pool is a little wide, not long.
Right.
So is that something we can do and have it kind of from the Baja shelf, have that part a little more shallow, because that's where the kiddies are going to
Yeah.
hang out
So
anyway.
what we can do is do it like this. So the pool. So this area around the Baja shelf, we can just do 3.5, and then over here,
Yes.
we can go ahead and make this. If you want to go, I probably tend to go 4.5.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking for. But we're tall, and our girls are going to be tall.
Yeah, my daughter.
So
Well, I'm 6.
A little bit more growing space.
Yeah, my daughter's. I'm 6 foot and she's 5'8".
Right.
So, but yeah, so that's changed.
Yeah, we don't want them when they're like 10 years old and they're like, the whole body's out.
Yeah, well, that's how I get. That's so. Yeah, so you got 3.5 next to the Baja shelf, 4.5 where the kids are at around the spa, and then it goes down to 5.5.
Yeah.
And where does the grading start? So the girl is standing there. Where does the grading start?
Right, just a little. Let me put her right kind of where it goes, where she is.
A little bit to the left of where she is.
Yeah, right about there is where it starts. You can see she's drowning now. Get her head out of the water there.
Oh. And
So,
that's going to, so where she is right now is starting to go down into
right.
4.5 plus.
Right.
How tall is she in this one?
Well, let me give you a little measurement here.
That would be like maybe 4 and 3/4 feet, right? Where
But I'm 6'2", so 5.5. My nose and the mouth is 5.5.
right, which is that's what I'm saying.
So the deep, I think that's because my mouth. You cannot.
No.
So just to give you guys a preference. So what happens is when they're digging the pool and Dave's out there, you guys need, again, I'm gonna put it on the plan, but you need to tell Dave this because it's part of whether it's, again, these are construction plans, and the guys that do this, it's not that they're dumb, it's just they're not that smart. So again, it's just not being a jerk. Just this is the wrong thing.
No. The thing is, like, that's the one chance you have. So there's like milestone times where I need to make sure Ruby's here, and we stand in there, or
there.
We want to make sure it's done right. We're not going to be kind of totally hands off.
Yeah, no, you get that's. I think I'm my company's name, the Arrogant Designer, for a reason. I've literally walked out of people's houses because they didn't want to take. I'm like, hey, you can't do a plan and then think that it's going to turn out exactly like this. This is construction. I am not Elon Musk, and this is, you're not going to get Elon Musk type. Dave's pretty good. Dave's a great contractor, and I do all of his designs, and I do all because I know what I'm doing, and I'm a licensed contractor. But if I tell all owners, you got to be there for the day of the excavation, you got to be there for the day of the gunite, and you got to be there the day of the plaster. Those 3 days are the critical days. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the plaster.
There's 3 days. I think that's those 3 days.
Yeah. So
Can you say those again?
yeah. So the first day is the excavation day or the dig day, right? And then the next day is the gunite day, right? The day they shoot the pool with gunite, and then the last day is the plaster day. You both want to be there for those days. You both want to be there.
Gunite is when they do the what?
The concrete structure, right?
Oh, the concrete structure. Okay,
Right,
that's
yeah.
the second one.
Yeah. So here's all these pilots. So you got a pilaster like right where she's at. That's 4.5. This one right here by the pool is that's 3.5, and then the one in the deep end is the 5.5. And there's kind of the transition of where everything is. So you can see.
How tall are the pillars?
The pillars, the ones that are close to the Baja Shof. Let me make them color. It's funny because this is probably the most, like when you talk about the pool, pretty important, and most people don't want to. They're just done. Again, they don't want to talk about this stuff. And I'm like, okay.
We're very detailed.
Yeah, no, I like. You guys want to have problems because
Well, the work you put in front is what you save at the back end. So.
Yep.
But what I'm curious about is it's kind of going lengthwise right now. 3.5 to 4.5, and then
there. So there you can tell. There's the kind of essence of it. The red ones are 3.5. The magenta ones are 4.5, and then that green one is 5.
And where the boy is, that's also then.
That's going to be 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Yeah.
Oh, so the boy.
So it's kind of going this
Boy's in the middle. The boy's
right here. By the boy's the one who's catching the ball now.
Yeah, there you go. There's 4. There you go.
Okay. Perfect.
So what do you think?
Yeah.
The 3.5 kind of are surrounding the Baja Shelf area, which gives them enough kids who are not ready to start swimming on their own yet.
So year 1 or year 2, kids will enjoy very much by the Baja Fresh.
Right.
Right? No, I'm just because they're going to as they grow. Because the girls are growing, and the boys are already fighting.
This is Baja Fresh.
I did the Baja Fresh.
You said Baja Fresh. You did say Baja Fresh. I was like, gosh. No, I'm hungry, Rupi. What are you doing? Come on, I'm hungry. What's going on?
Thinking dinner already.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Baja Fresh. The Baja.
But now you got Bobby saying it. Now she's going Baja Fresh. Well, you guys are buying me dinner after this. What's going on?
It's going to hit your head all the time. Every time you go to the next line, it's like, hey guys, so this is the Baja Fresh right here.
It's a new branding. It's a new branding, right?
So the kids will, year 2, they can hop onto the purple by themselves. I mean, they can.
Yeah, and look, and you have it where really, and even by the spa, it's still 4.5 there.
Yeah, exactly.
Only really seat at the very back
Correct.
where the sitting area is.
Correct.
But they'll have perfect floaties all the time. I'm just saying, like, if we just,
Yeah, no, but this is good. The kids kind of want to tend to come down, and so where the areas where they're descending into the pool, it should not be, it shouldn't be very deep. So he's already put that 4.5 there, and which most of the kids in a couple of years will be fine with that. It's just the back end that everywhere that they can really jump off from, which is perfect.
Yeah, we don't want that step to be there where they're jumping off because then they find it. So I'm just not sure on the sitting area by the spa, but it makes sense. We are sitting there and kids can sit there. Or the kids inside, we can sit outside.
We need more space to have some of those benches. That's where everyone just kind of leans to somewhere they can sit at.
Yeah, again, you guys have a lot of space to sit. That's what you want in a pool. You want a lot because you literally the kids will be playing all the time, but the adults we're late again. We've already come on. I don't want to go in the pool and do laps. I work out in the morning and I'm done. Right. I just want to go I want to yell at my daughter and say, "Stop splashing me," and go get me another iced tea.
So the kids can stand on the step next to the spa in the water and can still hop on. Right?
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, because I think that would be awesome.
So the water just comes into it right there, and there's enough of a backing where they can sit and they're not really hitting the stones on the spot.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
And even though his rendering is all coping all around, whereas we want that coping to stop where the coping of the pool is, and we have a waterfall thing.
Yeah, we don't want the water's coming out of there's a hole under the coping, right?
Yeah. So basically, because again, when you talk about a spa, I like to have the coping all the way around. This is very comfortable to sit. If you have it open, it's not very comfortable and it's not easy for kids to get in and out of the spa. Right now, the kids can actually get on this bench, grab onto the coping, and climb over and get into the spa, and they're not going to scrape the crap out of themselves on that stone.
Are you talking about from the pool?
From the pool. So you can have it open too. You can have this, if you see this opening in the spa, you can have it so the coping's not there and have it open. I do like
that look because I mean the thing is we have entrance to the spa from both sides now with the steps by the fence. We do like the look of the open, not just that sheer water drop.
Oh, no problem. So here I can change that. Yeah, the difference is that if you do that, you're gonna want to have the whole spa tile. If you can do it you can do it like this. You can do a couple ways. So you can do it just like that. So you can see it where it's open like that. And then and then what ends up happening is they'll put a little piece of tile. You can still have stacked stone on the face of the spa, but then right here will be tile, right on the edge, on that inside there. And Dave always hates it when I do.
So we want that safe because I know from the inside of the spa.
I think the mat has it a little bit more wider, right?
Maybe it's a little wider. Yeah.
It is mat pool in my neighbor. You guys did that. Matthew on Lavender too.
I'm sure I designed it. I just don't remember.
We wanted that thing with. We just have. I think what you have here is a little bit narrow. Can you go a little wider?
Sure. Yeah. The thing is, what happened is the wider you go, the less flow you'll get out of the spa. So it won't. The less flow. So it won't. The volume of the pressure, like again, the pressure of the water, it won't come out. So now. Coming out of there. Yeah, so now if you go that wide, you see how the water is going to it's going to dribble down the face. It's not going to sheet out. That's the only trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his was also, I think he was like, it was not catching too much air, that's basically you mean, right?
Yeah.
The idea of a narrow one, the water kind of pour in the air, right?
Yes, exactly.
But this is the look we want. We want it a little bit wider. I want, for me, I'm not a big spa person. I don't really go in there very often. For me, I want to be able to sit across from there and have a little bit more noise,
Gotcha.
And have more of the aesthetic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because when we were there with the kids, we were at Matt's pool, and no one climbed from the pool to the spa, but I know not that we can't.
But his was, we want stack stones too, very similar to what they had. So, they didn't seem sharp, but they didn't seem safe. Maybe if you're a taller kid, but do people typically, is it safe to do that? You can just climb up on.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem.
Okay. We just thought maybe it was just like a no-no. Yeah.
No, the kids and their kids, so they're gonna do whatever they want. So they're just and if your girls are tall, like my girl's tall, she's lanky and she's going there. I'm 50, so my energy level, although I work out and I eat right and all that, and now I'm, what's that word? They have a pescatarian. I don't eat red meat and I don't eat cheese really. Yeah. I feel better, blah blah blah. But even then, I don't have as much energy as my 18-year-old daughter. She's bouncing off the walls.
Sure. Right. Okay. All right. So we've kind of got the spa. Anything else we need to think about for the design of the spa?
No, I think that's
color, the tile. Is that pretty much it? Looks like we have a lot of stuff going on there, which is good. It's a good focal point.
Yep.
That was Ruby's idea of kind of putting it there rather than putting it on the other side of where the seating area is. I like that so much better.
Yeah.
Something a little possible.
Yeah, because sitting area is far too far. It's not a focal point. It's just
कुछ छोटा लगता है ठीक है तुरंत ही कहता है कुछ छोटी तो नहीं है looks really wide. We were not thinking that wide when we were doing it. We were thinking just a walking path. That's taking a lot of space.
Dave, can you move the pool close the studying area side closer to the putting area on the left side?
What we're looking at is we were looking at the walking path, let's say from the door right there. So we walk out the door.
Right.
And the walking path, when we were visualizing it with Dave, the path of, as we were measuring and all of that, it was not as wide as it appears here. And I'm wondering whether that has to be, or we have some space to move it, shift it over. Because all we really want is just a walking,
the problem. So the reason I have it, so there's a factory of pipes that he's got to put in. So he's got to put in right here. He's gonna need that. He's gonna need that space, or you're gonna end up bumping into that. You're gonna end up bumping into your
the digging area. Okay, the excavator.
Well, the excavator's gonna need it, and then the guy putting all the pipes to the plumbing. He's got to put, so he can't put them in the pool. They got to go outside the pool, and literally it's 3 foot of pipes. So if he goes if you go any closer than that, he's gonna. And again, Dave's gonna lay this out with you. And I know you try again. I know we're getting more. You guys are more precise than most customers, which I like because I do this all the time. That's what you want. You want to have less problems, but you're still gonna lay this out. And Dave's gonna. You're gonna tell him, "Hey, can I get a little bit closer?" And you'll go, "Probably not." Because that's
So just need to know what space. We put a lot of money in that putting green.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I used to build them. Yeah, so that's as close as that's why I put it there too. That's about as close as you want to get without messing up that green.
Okay. All right. So I think from the design and layout, I think we've thought of everything and considered everything in terms of the look and feel and the color of the coping and that. Is that something you do with us as well?
No, you're gonna pick out all the colors and stuff, just the generalities. Like if you want to change this from if you want to go gray, we can go gray. If you're gonna go pavers, we can put pavers in there. If you're gonna go a different color concrete, but you're actually gonna pick out the materials with Dave, the specific materials.
Can you show us what it looks like? We definitely, our backyard is definitely gray. So
gotcha.
Able to show that in your rendering right here?
No problem.
Just to get us an idea, because the hard thing is visualizing whether it's worth it to do something or not. So
I would tend to go more if you're gonna go gray, then I would go a little bit darker on the coping, and then I would tend to go, instead of going tan on the tile, I would tend to go either a darker blue or even a gray. And I would tend if it's me, I would tend to go.
The darker because it's contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tile, I see people with brown, and that's the last thing I want in any earth neutral colors. And so I do want something more vivid. I want something timeless, something that's not going to look tacky in 10 years, but I want something that has more of a tropical soothing feel, not neutral colors at all.
Yeah, then we want to go a blue, like a darker blue for the tile. Not so shiny. I don't like any of those.
And the thing is, again, we're going to go there.
You're going to
pick.
pick.
My concern is, we're going to have to pick it, and you have no idea whether. That's my biggest worry is picking the material. And like when you do your house, and you're like, I think it's going to look good, but I don't really know.
Yeah, this is about a close. Like I said, if it goes in even the stacked stone, I tend to go more of a gray instead of the browns.
We wanted gray. The ones our neighbor had, it was gray with a little speck of like orange or brown in it. But we wanted to see if we can find something that had again, I want to get away from brown because they had brown tiles.
Yeah.
Something that has a little bluish.
Yeah, this is about as close as, like I said, this is. Yeah, so what I got on there now. So I got a little darker of a blue tile, and then a little, like again, it's gray and a little bit of blue in that stack stone.
Okay. it's a little blurry, so maybe once you're done doing the rendering, maybe it'll clear up a little.
Yeah, and again, I'll give you it just instead of really, I tell people you got when it comes to colors of pools, like we can go through all kinds of colors, and it's just gonna confuse the crap out of you because you're still gonna have to pick it out.
Sure, I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, no, but
yeah,
but what I can do is I'll be sending you pictures when we're done. So you actually can. It'll be much clearer. Then why is it doing this? There it is. Okay. And then the so there we go. And then it's just really like are you guys just gonna go with concrete?
Can you show us the paver?
Sure, no problem. And again, if you're gonna go,
I mean, we have concrete, but I don't
have concrete right now below the deck and all the areas on concrete, all the way to the front gate.
Yeah.
We just don't know if it's gonna really add something or not.
The area that will be torn down, and then the new concrete, the pinky colored concrete, or maybe get some pavers there.
I personally like the pavers better.
We wanted those like contrast of grades too, and not paver.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Have the gray concrete, we may have to color that to kind of so it doesn't look awkward with the.
So there's with the paver. That's kind of a gray.
We can do that color thing when it's time to color the coping.
I know, but this is the time to visualize it.
But I like it if it's dark for a second lighter. Every year it's gonna get lighter, 5%.
So what I was talking to Ruby about was just the coping. It looks a little dark to me, and you think it's lighter over time.
It does. Yep. The concrete, any colors, any of the concrete colors, they're gonna fade. And he's right about, I would say 5%, but over time though, in 10 years it'll be at least 25% lighter than the color you pick out.
Yeah, except for the pavers, which fade less than
the pavers actually. For some reason, I don't know what they do to the pavers. The pavers really don't fade. Maybe
1%.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Can you just show me one shade lighter on those?
No problem. Jeez, Bobby, why are you being so difficult?
If I wasn't being difficult, then I wouldn't be doing my job.
You would not be. Again, you're leaving. I deal with difficult. I stopped dealing with difficult people because I just fire them. And even Dave's customers, Dave, like he'll have now Dave, again, we've been doing this so long together, a little darker than that, a little darker. Let's see how that looks. A little bit darker. Yeah, even lighter. There we go. No, a little bit lighter. There you go. A little lighter. I think that's where you might like it, Bobby.
Yeah, I just don't want, we have, again, what I'm thinking is cool light. When you put a really,
yeah, when you put the dark, like that's a little cooler feel.
Yeah, that's a cooler feel. I want the cool to the pool. If you put like a little charcoal-y gray, for sure okay with it. Yeah, okay. Again, I appreciate you taking the time. I know your design, a lot of it's done.
No, this is very
hard for me to go into the store and feel comfortable with what we're getting if I don't have some type of visual. Okay.
No, Bobby, I love if you can't tell, I absolutely love this. I do it every day. And I told my daughter today, we went to breakfast. I said, I don't do anything I don't like anymore. Like Dave's customer, if you guys were jerks, I literally would end it and go, Dave, don't sign the contract with him. That's what Dave, because we've been working so long together and I've been a contractor. You don't want jerks as customers.
Too, eventually, right?
Yeah. Oh no, he's never I just had it happen 2 weeks ago. I had a guy who and again, I don't know about you guys. I've done real well for myself. I'm financially stable. I'll just put it like that. And I find that people who have too much financial stability tend to be bad customers. So a lot of them. No, yeah, no. But you're not. You're good. I can tell. Again, yeah, that's okay. We want you to be picky. I think that has a nice, cool feel to it. I think, again, if it's me, spend the extra money on the pavers. You won't have to look at the cracks. You won't have to look at the molding because later concrete just discolors. Doesn't matter what you do to it. And it stands the pavers will stand the test of time better than concrete by far. And you're never going to see a crack. I'll give you 2 guarantees with concrete. Yeah.
And there's good ROI on the pavers. I'm a realtor, so I know when my customers see pavers, they're like, oh wow, nice.
Yeah, just and you can get the bigger pavers if you don't want them. But again, concrete's gonna crack. There's 2 guarantees: it's gonna crack, and no one will steal it. That's it. Doesn't matter what you do, and it's gonna discolor. So again, it's better. And if you're a realtor, go with the pavers. Dave will give you a good deal, or do it on the side, or whatever. Again, it's just they're worth their weight in gold, just for the non-cracking crap. They're just just a better deal.
All the concrete that's been taken out and all the new one that's gonna come in, we can pave that area and then color the concrete below the patio. It's such a huge concrete that we have a lot of existing concrete, and we can color that to some kind of a gray color that matches the concrete.
Yeah, and you guys got that patio cover there, so it's probably this. The UV is what does that, and it's cheap with concrete. If he's gonna just saw cut around that or keep that pad underneath there. Then you can and again, it's easy. Every couple of years you have to do it, but you can just go ahead and stain it, and it's fine. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
So the other thing to do is if you really want concrete to hold the color, is if it's not sandblasted, like we use a product called Topcast, which greens the concrete, which makes it so it's not slippery. Number 1, and number 2. It holds the color better because you see the aggregate. If you sandblast that concrete, it does the same thing. So you can either stain the concrete or you can sandblast it and then stain it, and you'll just have you'll have more life out of that concrete.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just have one request for you.
Sure.
Can you put some landscaping in the back of the fence? Just to
No
see?
problem.
I know he had said for us to take it out.
No problem.
You have thoughts. If you have your own pool, nothing obviously shedding. I know he had mentioned certain plants, like a banana tree. Not a banana.
The palms do good. Again, I tell you to go. Again, I just stay. I don't know if you like.
Birds of paradise, sticky palm. Like the queen palm. I'm just gonna put one on the top right corner, but other than that, I won't be using sticky. I'll be using mostly birds of paradise.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, like the pygmy palms are nice. Those are, that's what I if I do that, I do a couple here, maybe one behind the pool.
So I was just curious, behind the pool, what kind of, based on the depth that's there, what is it capable of holding really?
I would.
Can it hold like the pygmy palms and like a banana, a bird of paradise tree?
You can do the big bird of paradise. Again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the computer does an okay job. So I'm gonna put some stuff in there. But I like bird of paradise. Again, it's really nice.
I sent you a couple of texts. This is from one of my clients, and they had a nice pool. If you have a second, you can put yourself on speaker.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, nice. That's more like that's what you got in there. So like a light hibiscus of some type. It looks like.
Yeah.
Right. They're different color. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that mixed in with the tropical plant.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that would work with how much space that's there. It would, right? You could put enough of those plants there like that.
Yes. You got plenty of room there.
Okay.
You know, and who's ever doing the landscaping, if it's Dave, if it's, you know, Jim, Jose, I don't know who's going to do your landscaping, but it's the nice thing. I'm going to tell you the nice thing to do is to just go to the nursery and pick out what you like to. If you got if you got the time, it's again, but I'm a geek, so I love that crap.
Because we do have landscaping already behind the putting green. Actually, we do have landscaping right now, but it's not all going to come out to do the food trees and stuff.
Right.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go to the left side. You can leave those.
I just, you know, I just do it for the drawing, just to kind of give you something to, you know.
Do you know how much space you have to cut out from our
kind of halfway, like right behind the green. Yeah, where the fountain is, that's where the putting. That's where all fountain is.
It's a little bit inside. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're adding. It's so nice. You got 2 levels of plants there.
Yeah, you know, again, and it's not people. It's not. That's the thing is that you plant. You know, the funny thing about plants is you can buy the cheap 1 gallon ones, and in a year they are 5 gallon expensive ones. So it's really it doesn't take much, you know.
Right. Okay.
Can we move that the planters on the right all the way to the steps? There's a gap there.
Yeah, I put it there because you're gonna want it. You're gonna want that gap. Because coming, if I put.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah, you're gonna want it going up there. I promise you.
And you left that spacing behind the spa, right? There's like a little gap there too, so that there's no landscaping when the step goes down. Same concept, right?
Right.
I think you said the same thing. Yeah. See, you need a little open. If there's a palm tree, it over arches, but you don't want bushes going on top of people that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have enough of a tall bush next to it.
Well, that's just to cover that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And now I gotta.
Really gives me a good idea.
Yeah, that's pretty. I'm gonna go really nuts here. You guys are gonna laugh now.
That looks nice.
Yeah, no, again.
Up there, house patio.
You can't. Now we'll just. Now I'm showing off. I'll put a couple flags in there for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's exactly pretty much where we have our flags, actually.
Yeah.
Got like 4 flags there. Yeah. And we'll have a flag over the patio, over the spa.
Yes, we wanted to ask you. I think you had said about them digging the holes for the umbrella.
Right.
I was thinking, where the seating area is in the back. Can we dig a hole there and have a umbrella in the ground instead of having it carry the concrete?
Of course you can.
Yeah, it's no problem. Absolutely not. Yeah, no problem. Now I can put it in there, but it'll look ugly in the picture. So if you want me to I'll put an umbrella there. Like, no problem.
But that's what I'm asking. Like, if there's gonna be an umbrella there, then maybe we need to think about what kind of tree, if not to put something there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. Again, I would say the thing is that with these umbrellas on the stands, they're just a little easier to move over there. That would be my 2 cents. Yeah.
That's true. That's what I'm just asking you. Like, whether it's really necessary.
Because you can put one there, and then you end up putting that pin, and then someone's moving their seat around it the whole time. Because
maybe might as well get the
yeah.
Standard ones that we can buy.
And then they tilt too. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay.
Yeah, and then let me show you guys at night, just because, and then we're about out of time.
Okay.
But there's at night, it's going to be pretty nice.
Oh, and the lights. So is there standard places you guys put the lights at night, or is it there's one on each end?
Yeah, there'll be one again. Because what you don't want is you don't want them facing the house because they're so bright.
They're bright.
Yeah.
Face away from the house.
Gotcha. Okay.
But when I give you pictures, when I give you pictures, because I'm gonna do it right as soon as we're done. I'm gonna shoot you pictures, and the pictures will have a night, a day, a dusk, and an evening, so you can see the lights everywhere.
There's a light in the spot too?
A light in the spot too, yep.
Okay, I'm sure that's all standard. Okay.
Yeah. And then, like I said, you guys can go back to, you guys will be able to go back, just go to YouTube, this link. I don't ever take them down. So, and that's why I do it on YouTube. And it'll be a little better quality too, because, oh, what's that? Yes. Yeah, you're better off, again, with the spa, you're better off on just putting one either here or here, probably on this side.
Yeah. Probably not. Yeah. The back looks better.
And that one, you might, you can put a pin there if you wanted. But again, Dave's going to say you can't move it. And again, and the sun shifts. So that's the problem with them.
Exactly. Okay.
So.
Yeah, the thing is, we kind of moved that, but the thing is that it's windy.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, it's. So you just.
Nowadays they tell the umbrellas they can tilt the hand. So as you move, you can tilt the umbrella to the left, tilt to the right. I'm sure you can come on, dude. 3 in the afternoon, I'm ready to spa.
I didn't even need one. My spa is usually a hair evening.
Well, actually, let's get it on full is okay. So we can then we can choose to put it on or not.
That's probably a very usable pool. You get a lot of use out of it just because I tell everyone, you don't want a shallow pool, you don't want a deep pool, and all these people get deep pools, and then they all, you go on the shallow end. So you guys, it's a really nice design pool, very nice, and you get a lot of use out of it.
Perfect. I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you so much.
no problem at all. You guys have been wonderful. If you have any other questions, I'm going to email you right now these pictures. I'll take a bunch and I'll send them to you. And again, the same link. I'll put the link that we have in the email also. And then next week, you guys will go to engineering, and Dave takes you from this point on. But if you have questions, just give him a call first, because I'm going to tell you to call him. But he's a great contractor. But don't hesitate to email if you got questions. No problem.
Okay, so really appreciate your time and expertise here. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.